Did you get everything you need, sir?
Is there anything else that you needed?
I'm not leaving my property until we both leave together.
Is there anything else?
I don't even trust her with you.
Is there anything else that you?
Okay, why don't you trust her with me?
First of all,
hold on, wait, stop.
You did.
This is my house.
You own the house, but you rent it, sir.
Stop it.
Listen to me, man. Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, go on and do what you're going
I'm
to do.
going to do what I'm doing. I'm taking a report.
Yeah, and I'm going to call first. I can call Brett.
Don't do that. Don't do that to him because he ain't even done nothing.
No,
This is what you're doing. You getting
I
on
opened
to
that door because she was
everybody.
in the way.
But you getting
She
on
was
to
standing behind me,
everybody.
so you committed an assault.
You getting on to
And a
everybody.
burglary because you can't go into your house if you've rented it to somebody.
Let me tell you what happened, sir.
You barged into the door. I seen it.
The door was open.
Y'all stop.
The door was
The door
closed.
was open, but she was
And
standing
she was standing right there. And I asked her, we coming in.
Pushed it open.
You said she was a
Now we
sheriff.
can do this. You can leave or you can go to jail with me. How about that?
Sir, listen to me now.
Okay.
Good blessed Tuesday morning, March the 12th, 2024. The time being about 8:36 a.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessing of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have so many rights to the United States Constitution amendments to speak as you please, long as you do it in a peaceful manner. What I want to talk about today, earlier I was talking about some of the things in Charleston, Missouri. Now what I want to talk about is Lester Gillespie and his daughter, Deja Gillespie Hall. What both of them got in common is both of them think that they run Charleston, Missouri, at least the black community. Another thing they got in common, they misusing and abusing the black community with their government programs, such as Stellar Consultants and Fresh Start Self-Improvement Center Incorporation. But let me tell you what happened this morning when I was making some of my daily rounds in the morning time, getting my daughter and one of her co-workers a sandwich out of the local a store here in town. And let me show y'all what happened. Just 1 minute. I'm back over here on this corner here of Vine and Main Street. Vine is the street that I live on. I live on this side of town. But I was over here at McLean's supermarket, and I was getting out of my my vehicle. I was parked right where that vehicle, that SUV is at right now, to your right. And to the left of me was a newer model of a black Tahoe. And some female stood up on her running boards and said something to me that I couldn't quite understand what it was or who it was. So when I got out of my vehicle, she had got into her vehicle by then. And what I did was I waved my hand and she let her window down, and I said, "What did you say?" And she told me, she said, why are you talking about my house, or before you talk about my house, you need to worry about your house or talk about your house. You rapist, and said you effing your daughters. See, that's some of the same thing that her daddy said. Now, this is the same individual that told a judge last year, Judge Gary Camp, and I got the paperwork, the courthouse, the 33rd Circuit Court here in Charleston, Missouri, have it, where she said that she was terrified of me and I was stalking her. And I be parking by her house. the Rick Ragley house that she talking about, she mad because I'm exposing how her daddy did a young black female here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, in front of a sheriff deputy. What he did was, he tried to force his way in that house. You can hear him on the girl videoed and gave it to me. But now, this female that's terrified of me and called me a rapist, but here it is, I raised, and then said I'm effing my daughters. I raised my daughters from birth. They wasn't raised off of Susanna Wesley and voter fraud money like she was with her dad and her mama. That's how they raised up. You see what I'm saying? Ripping off the black community. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't out in the streets like her daddy was in parts of the 2000. You see what I'm saying? Early part of 2000, smoking crack cocaine. But anyway, let's get back to the message at hand. Now, if you terrified of me, why would you utter those out your mouth and I'm parked right next to you? You see what I'm saying? What you wanted me to do is grab you out. I don't want to grab you out because, you know, that ain't my MO. I've been down here for 28 years exposing people like you and your daddy, and I'm going to keep on exposing you. You see, one thing about my house, I know it ain't the richest of houses. One thing about my neighborhood, I know some people look down on our neighborhood or call it the hood, but we call that home. Hey, now, we call that home. You see, we ain't trying to move out the black community and move somewhere that we not wanted. You see what I'm saying? Before you get to talking about my house, then moving the one that y'all been trying to fix on with people that ain't been bonded. Y'all been trying to fix on that house next to the police station downtown in the 99.99% white neighborhood where they don't want you at. And I ain't talking about all white folks. You see what I'm saying? But then when you get to talking about my daughter's a better woman than you would ever be because you never had no parents that raised you like I raised my daughters. My daughters was raised on legitimate money. You see what I'm saying? Your mama and your daddy goes up to the Dollar General store trying to harass the girl that your daddy committed an assault and a burglary on December the 7th, 2022 at 603 Lee Street. And I can go on and on. But I'm no rapist. If I was a rapist, I wouldn't have been able to raise my daughters from birth. And they going on 18 and 19 years old. You supposed to be an accountant. When we went to court, it didn't even seem like you can even spell count. I know one thing, you ain't mentally challenged. Especially when you go around here pushing on kids, little kids, and misusing people in the black community. But one thing about it, I want the world to know you can't be terrified of me because if you was, people seen you. You was recorded on the camera being the aggressor. I'm going to leave it at that. One thing about it, God gonna take care of you, your mama, and your daddy. He already doing that, putting that house at a standstill. I'm proud of the house I live in. It came from legitimate money. I'm proud of living in the neighborhood I'm in because my neighbors love me. Peace be still.
Get everything you need, sir.
Is there anything else that you needed?
I'm not leaving my property until we go leave together.
Is there anything else?
I don't even trust that with you.
Is there anything else that you?
Okay, why don't you trust her with me?
First of all,
Hold on, wait, stop.
You did.
this is my house.
You own the house that you rented, sir.
Stop it.
Listen to me, man.
Fred. Yeah.
Okay, go on and do what you're going
I'm
to do.
going to do what I'm doing. I'm taking a report.
Yeah, and I'm going to call fire. I can call Brent.
Don't do that to him because he ain't even done nothing.
No,
This is what you're doing. You getting
I
on
opened
to
that door 'cause
everybody.
he was in the way.
But you getting
She
on
was
to
standing behind us
everybody.
No,
and committed an assault.
You getting on to
And a
everybody.
burglary because you can't go into your house if you've rented it to somebody.
Let me tell you what happened, sir.
You barged into the door. I seen it.
The door was open.
Y'all stop.
The door was
The door
closed.
was open, but she was
And
standing
she was
behind
standing
it,
right
pushed it
there.
open.
And I asked her, we coming in.
You pushed it
You
open.
said she was a
Now we
sheriff.
can do this. You can leave or you can go to jail with me. How about that?
Sir, listen to me, man.
Okay.